So welcome back, everybody, to Game 2 of One Trick Ponies versus Paw Patrol. So One Trick Ponies able to take the first game in a decisive 30 minutes, thanks to the pressure they created with their comp on Aurelian Soul and Pantheon Jungle. So we're going to get ready for Game 2 to start up.
So I'm going to give them the good old R. Hold on. This display capture is suddenly not working. Technical error, technical difficulties. I do apologize. As you can tell, I am very new to streaming here. I'm just getting a new display capture here. Much better. There he goes.
As we get ready for the draft phase of Game 2, what do you think is going to change here for the draft?
I think they might not try to triple ban OTP here because, yes, the Anivia has to go, right? The Anivia has to go from Flesh. But you know that his champion pool is a lot bigger. But drafting might not even change because Violet Sociocat is back.
So Allie is now actually playing, unlike last game where I thought she was playing for 15 minutes because apparently I was trolling. But now that she is back, we will probably see more of a focus towards Morgana and some caster flexes. It could go either support or mid lane. We will probably see an Aurelian Soul ban come out from them after Flesh basically controlled the entire map using its roaming potential. We are going to see an Anivia come out as the first ban, so still targeting Flesh a little bit on his signature champion. And Sejuani is going to be the first ban for One Trick Pony. Something that wasn't even picked or banned last game is going to be the first ban. Now this game from their side, looks like Orianna is being covered as the ban. So still two bans going over towards Flesh in that mid lane. Malphite going to be banned out.
Possibly for Opie here.
And we did see Opie play that in their last game against SVT, where his ults were pretty influential in Paw taking the 2-0.
The Alistar ban coming in for Slaga, he put in a lot of work as the Alistar. And then we see the Malzahar ban coming in for OTP against Paw. Let's see what they pick first pick.
Looks like not much is going to change. As Sivir's going to be the first pick, this time on the side of Paw instead of OTP.
So now Opie is grabbing the Sivir. Very good pickup by very first priority pick because Jirachi really do like that Sivir pick.
Yeah, Sivir's been one of the main staples of the PMA LCS because of the utility that she brings to the table using that ultimate team sped up, that spell shield keeping her safe.
On the
especially
hunt.
Combined with the new Phantom Dancer. And we are going to see Zilean locked in. That is a flex pick for One Trick Ponies, but you do see Flesh play it a little bit, so I would not be surprised to see it go mid lane.
That is a very smart first pick by OTP, just because Flesh can play it. Slaga is actually pretty good on the Zilean as well, if I remember correctly.
It looks like they're going to get rid of the support flex possibility early and take Pyke. So getting that early kill potential bot lane early on the side of One Trick Ponies.
Flesh, Flesh is one of his more comfortable champions. He actually plays that a lot. And then we see the Braum picked up for Gert, which is very smart and safe lane for bot lane, actually. Smart pickup for against Pyke. Really negating that kill potential.
Looks like Paw going into more of a 5v5 team fight sort of comp here with that Braum pickup. And now Cho'Gath going to be locked in on the side of PAW. So we'll see where that's going to go. That's probably going to go top lane to Ganwian. But taking that away from StarCraft.
No, that's actually that's not Ganwians and OTP, and that's either StarCraft or Violet Sociocat, which it's most
Never
likely
mind, that probably will be a StarCraft Cho'Gath, and that's one of the champions he played the most through Season 4.
I actually disagree with you here. This is actually a Violet Sociocat Cho'Gath mid. She's very known for the Cho'Gath mid, actually. For that objective control, AP Cho'Gath mid is actually really good.
Well, either way, it's going to be a strong flex pick. As Amumu going to be banned away from PAW for the first ban of this second rotation.
That's a really good ban just because of the team fight potential with the Amumu. Let's see what PAW Patrol bans. Kane banned out from Theatrics. Really good ban.
Going to be targeting Theatrics champion pool. Once again, Kane was the first ban for them last game on second row. Now we wait for the fifth ban to come out from One Trick Ponies. Timer running low, and it's going to be Nocturne banned away.
It's actually a really good ban against Elliot. He does like to make a little bit of a play, and that's the playstyle of Paw Patrol with Barklin 99 and Valiant Sociocat. And then we see the Jinx banned away from Jirachi. And Jirachi locks in the Vayne!
Ooh, spicy pick coming in. I'm saying not surprised to see the Jinx ban go over. I mean, this one is Jirachi's signature champions. But the Vayne pick going to be locked in, so that's a very spicy pick overall, and will definitely help shred through that Cho'Gath, especially if it is going to be StarCraft playing that Cho'Gath. But getting through that front line, using those silver bolts, having that Zillion to protect her. So even if Vayne does get dive on that Zillion, all going to be able to keep her alive. So pretty good comp shaping up to be a pretty good comp here on the side of One Trick Ponies.
With the Maokai and Pike getting the picks and the Maokai, you were right. It's actually Cho'Gath for StarCraft and Kale for Violet Sociocat.
They said, well, if you have a revive, we're going to give our AD carry an invulnerability. Use that Kale ult probably on the Sivir. Now we're going to see Jax locked in, more than likely for Theatrics. In the jungle, Jax a very strong
That's not
pick.
Theatrics. Theatrics is not in PAW.
Oh my lord.
That's Barklin 99.
Barklin 99. Sides are being flipped. I'm all over the place. My brain is just scattered. It's been a long weekend.
The Vayne's gonna be rich. That's a bad joke.
We are going to see a Nunu locked in.
Nunu and Willow.
This one is Theatrics jungle pick. So Nunu Willow, being please. Very strong in this patch. You're seeing it start to come out in pro play a little bit more as jungle moves to more of a support kind of style of role. So that Nunu will be able to do a lot of the same things that Pantheon kind of did, is even though it doesn't have that ult to get there instantly, that snowball allowing him to put a lot of pressure on the map and gank a lot of these lanes.
I'm not ready yet, so I am gonna get ready.
As we wait for the game to start up here.
I need to get rid of this play.
So I definitely like what I'm seeing on the side of One Trick Ponies in this draft. Kind of a protect the Vayne comp a little bit, as this team comp does not have a lot of damage. That Zillion able to keep that Vayne alive. So we'll see if Jirachi can pop off on one of the most mechanically difficult AD carries to play, considering the right click is very short. The shortest range right click.
And here we see StarCraft spamming the R. Got him.
But another thing I really like about this Vayne lock-in is against Sivir. And Sivir, even though Sivir has more of a wave clear advantage, Sivir's auto range is also very short. So they don't have to worry about Vayne getting out-traded by Caitlyn, where Vayne can't even get into auto range and Caitlyn's poking them from a mile away. So that's another reason I really like this pick.
Yeah, I really like Vayne into a Sivir just because of that exactly what you're talking about. When you're trying to farm, you're not. Yes, Sivir still has the ricochet, still has the boomerang blades, but dodge the boomerang blades. Stay away from minions during ricochet.
The fan is angry.
Then you're set. For Vayne, just farm up with the Pike cleanup crew, as well as Maokai and Zillion and Nunu Willow feel that Vayne is gonna have to do so much work for this. There's a lot of pressure on the Vayne, I think. This game. The Vayne is going to be a crucial portion of this game, in my opinion.
I mean, Jirachi will have to be the damage in this comp. I mean, Zillion will be able to do some damage with those bombs once it gets a couple items. But for the most part, this comp is centered on, and Pike, but this comp for the most part is centered around making sure that Vayne is set up to do well in these team fights.
Absolutely agree here. While Paw Patrol actually has a really good objective controls with the Cho'Gath and the Kale. Just being able to not get the dragons, get the barons, get the Rift Heralds. Cho'Gath Feast is going to be a huge factor, as well as the Kale, the Undying, I play a lot of Kale too, and I still don't know what.
But either way, the invulnerability from that ultimate is going to be very important in keeping Sivir alive in this comp. Also, the team fight, pretty terrifying when you have that real fat front line, that Braum and Cho'Gath. Well, you have Jax diving into the back line, Kale and Sivir just basically free hitting away. So even though this the other comp is set to protect that Vayne, team fights are going to be very tricky to navigate just for the sole reason of how Paw Patrol set up their team.
Intervention, that's what it was. Intervention.
Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
So who do you think takes game 2 here?
Well, we saw in game 1, we saw One Trick Ponies really be able to use that map pressure to get this win. This comp is basically a complete flip-flop. So they flipped to more of like a protect the Vayne-ish comp. So I think team fights, in all honesty, are going to be a little easier to navigate from the side of Paw Patrol, just because they can play a little bit more front to back. I mean, you have that Maokai and that Nunu as that pretty fat front line. You have to worry about the Pike. For the most part, I think it's an awkward way to try to like navigate the fight, whereas Paw, it's more straightforward. When you go in, you have Braum ulti usually to start that engage. You have Cho'Gath go in, try to knock somebody up, probably chain that CC while Sivir's hitting. And if anyone goes on to Sivir, you just Kale just ults them, and they probably get melted away. Meanwhile, Jax is in the back line.
You do have to
I wouldn't be surprised to see the Zillion ult go on to Vayne for the most part, obviously, because to protect the Vayne comp. But I don't know if the Zillion's going to be able to really do too much in these team fights if it gets down to that, if no team snowballs before that. It's basically just going to be an ult bot, I feel. So I'm actually going to give this to the side of Paw Patrol for this game.
I actually, depending on how Jirachi is going to position themselves on that Vayne, if their positioning, if nobody can get onto the Vayne or just Zillion just revives her, I think they have the upper hand. However, if Paw Patrol can get onto that backline, onto that Vayne, maybe even the Zillion, that could go heavily in favor of Paw Patrol just because of their ability to just run around the map and take objectives, whatever it is.
I think another thing to keep in mind here is we talked about in the lane phase how Vayne having that short auto range doesn't really matter because of the Sivir, but having that Sivir and that Kale is going to make the team fight really hard to navigate on Vayne. Because if they take out Vayne, for the most part, they win the fight. I mean, Pyke can put out some damage, being a damage support, but a Pyke, unless they can get health bars low early in the fight, is really not going to be able to carry once Vayne goes down. So if they can get onto that Vayne early, I think it's just going to be a lot easier for PAW to pull off.
You do have to understand also that Zillion double bombs is going to do a significant amount of damage, especially towards the later part of the game. If you can get a good double bomb, especially onto the Sivir or the Kale, you can actually do some decent amount of do a decent amount of burst onto the OP, which then the front line, the tanks, can just get mowed down by Vayne, kited away to eternity.
But at the same time, you have to think, even if, let's say, OP does get low and the Pyke does go in to try to ult and finish him, you have that Kale ult, which completely negates it. You have that spell shield, which can also negate it. And in fact, that Sivir will probably pick up Phantom Dancer this game just because of how good the item is, giving you that shield. So then you have that shield also to get through, on top of the fact that you have to get into that backline with that Braum in Cho'Gath being that beefy front line. And let's say Jax decides not to dive into the backline. Let's say Jax is, for some reason, they're peeling. I mean, it's going to be almost impossible to kill OP as long as he plays his cards right, which is always the big thing. I mean, people can make misplays, and if that happens, then what I just said goes completely out the window. That's also the same for both sides.
So can we get in chat, guys, and gals, and in-betweens, non-binaries, get the hashtag PAW win or hashtag OTP win, please. Thank you. And now we get into the actual game. So let me set up the stream real quick. Overlay. Yes, I know it looks really bad right now. I do apologize. Doesn't look as pretty. I'm sorry. I'm boosted.
Overlay up too early. GG, FF is 15.
Hey, this is like my second time streaming, and I'm streaming and casting at the same time. Give me a break. Give me a break.
There are no breaks in this industry. Not JK. But going back to the team comps, I mean, we focused on Theatrics. We always talk about him being a super aggressive jungler. I mean, the Nunu historically has always been a pick, even after the rework that can go in and do some counter jungling just because of the munch. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not he decides to go in, especially against a Jax who has good dueling strength early.
Let's look at some of these maps. Oh, no maps. Now I'm gonna put on the overlay.
Alright, and as we get ready to go on to the rift here for game 2 between Paw Patrol and One Trick Ponies.
There, I did it. I did the thing.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Seconds until minions spawn.
We're going to see a ward going to go down early. in the top pixel brush as Theatrics spams the mastery on Nunu. Flaga unfortunately having to wait for his pizza for an hour. Big unfortunate.
Just time check, please. Let's do time check. Quick time check.
1:15.
1:15, 1:16, 1:17, 1:20, 21.
Alright, I'm like a second behind you. Oh,
Okay. That's fine.
that worked.
We will lag. But before we continue,
But-
let's just fix this. Eyesore.
Yeah, it's both teams starting pretty standard.
Oh, poor StarCraft. He's gone to top lane.
So we're gonna see Jirachi and Slaga waiting here bot side, so they're not sure where Theatrics started. He's gonna take his red and move towards that top side Scuttlecraft. We have a little bit of an early fight between Gamian and StarCraft. Just a couple short little trades here up in the top lane. Theatrics is going to be spotted out by that ward. So StarCraft should know that he is on the top side of the map, so that's good information to go over on the side of Paw Patrol. Now see, level 2 advantage going over to Opie and Paw Patrol, having that pushing power from that Sivir and Braum. They're actually gonna get those last hits under tower. See a couple CS down. We're now gonna see StarCraft move into the jungle against Theatrics. Theatrics getting pretty low. He's about half HP right now. StarCraft is simply gonna back off. But he did actually get that blue buff. That's something I didn't realize until I saw Theatrics walking away. So good job securing that blue buff despite Theatrics trying to counter jungle that early.
Sparkling99 in response gets that blue buff from Theatrics. Now Theatrics is actually quite behind on camps just because of the attempted cheese in the response from StarCraft.
Yeah, that's a good job by StarCraft. Using that early vision ward, I mean, that's the whole thing that set that up. You saw that ward go down about 40 seconds in that pixel brush. And that's something a lot of people ignore right now in this Scuttle Crab meta, where you see a lot of times they take their buff and go straight into that Scuttle. It's early to see if you can get a spot on that jungler to see which side that they're on. Because of that, he was able to think, well, he's probably going to go into vertical jungling after that. So good roam down by him to get that blue buff, and that's going to give him a lot of pressure in this lane. As you can see, Ganwian sitting at about half health because of it. StarCraft just being able to spam his abilities.
And as you can see, that Vorpal strip spikes from the Cho'Gath is taking Ganwian down to much lower health than before. Just because of that percent health damage from the Vorpal spike. And with the blue buff, you can just spam the Vorpal spikes.
Yeah, not going to make Ganwian's life very fun in this lane. Not that tanks are usually very fun early anyway, but it's just going to be even less fun now, having to deal with that. And then you see a Braum Q land onto Slaga. Some ricochets gonna go out early. Early, you don't really have to worry about those ricochets doing some damage. Once it starts to get crit, that's when you really have to start worrying about them. Is Ganwian gonna go in on StarCraft here for a little bit of trade, but he's not gonna win that. Flesh getting very low, having to deal with that Kale in the mid lane. Now Kale has the pressure. Would not be surprised to see him run, but now Sparkle99 gonna flash in. Get that first blood, as we're gonna have a fight bot lane too. Did Opie flash forward there? I think he did. So that was a little bit interesting, but now Kill gonna be taken over in response. So Kill's coming on opposite sides of the map.
Well, this is a much different game for Theatrics. This game, Theatrics is actually quite a few camps behind, and he's just been trying to farm up a little bit. And Theatrics is getting caught by various members of Paw Patrol.
Gert not gonna try to go in on that to try to stop him. He had Obi coming back to lane.
To be fair, there was no vision of some of the other. No, they did. Oh wait, I don't know.
Looks like StarCraft gonna come back in mid lane as we're gonna have a fight go. I mean top lane, excuse me. Now we're gonna have a fight mid lane.
And the intervention was burned from Violet
gonna have to
Socio.
burn ultimate and kite backwards.
And the return game. This time from
Slaga now gonna
Slaga.
go on that Roam mid lane. Directed camera's taking me back top lane for some reason, but Violet Sociocat forced the flash out. So ulti burned from Kale and flash here, right around level 6. That's pretty big. And will probably prevent any roams coming back. And looks like we might have a repeat gank coming. 3 members collapsing here. Bomb gonna come down from Fwesh, and it looks like it's gonna be the kill over. No, Theatrics gonna take that away. So that'll be another kill going on the side of One Trick Pony. Good roams there by Slaga.
I think this is a much different game from last game. Yes, Theatrics still has a kill, but it's not like Theatrics is mowing around the entire map, because there's a little bit more better vision by Paw Patrol, or just general idea of where people are. The Feast is using the cannon there.
Well, that, in fact, comps are definitely a little bit different going in from the 2 games. I mean, last comp you saw pretty roam heavy.
Ganwin's going in on the StarCraft, but he does not win that. There's a huge minion wave that's just smacking Ganwin right now.
Yeah, Ganwin not going to win that trade, especially if he was elongated in that big minion wave. Good call by him to back off almost immediately after going in. So we're going to see Slaga now going for a hook. Gonna hit Braum. Braum shield going to come out. Not much going to come out.
The Unbreakable really is on clutch here for Pyke, against Pyke.
Now we're going to have another fight going here. Top lane, StarCraft going to hit the knock up on Ganwin. He's just going to keep autoing away.
StarCraft
now we're going to see 2 members roaming up on the side of Paw Patrol. This could be a tower dive coming out. Looks like Theatrics going top lane. He realizes what's about probably to happen. Here it comes. They don't really have a wave. Doesn't matter. Ganwin gonna flash out. StarCraft still tanking tower, but the Kale ult gonna come out. Tower dive complete. And they're gonna be able to pick up that kill. Sparkling 9-9, picking up his 2nd kill of the game.
That 3-man dive top lane was actually really smart by the Violet Sociocat and Barklin 99, just mowing over that top lane. He was just getting out traded, unfortunately, by the Cho'Gath. With the Cho'Gath has this passive called Carnival, right? So what Cho'Gath is doing is CSing at the same time as trading, so then he gets that bonus health, that bonus healing and mana regen from that passive, as well as the grasp of the Undying.
Yeah, it was a well-executed dive overall. I mean, Violet Sociocat using that Kale ult. Normally that dive really wouldn't be able to be a possibility, considering the minion wave that basically just died as they decided to go in. Most teams, if they didn't have a Kale on their comp, would have to wait another wave for that to come in. And that gank could have been entirely different. But that Kale ult able to go on to StarCraft as he was tanking basically made it a free kill, especially after Ganwin being so low already. So now he's sitting at 0-2. It's going to make this lane a little bit rough. StarCraft's going to win this trade more than likely as Ganwin's in Cho'Gath minion wave. So life will continue to be not fun for the Maokai top lane.
StarCraft is really playing this smart right here, trying to just using that passive just to get that thing going.
Now we're going to see a hook land from Slaga. So Counter-Strike going to come out from the Jack. So Slaga able to dash away. Nothing really going to happen here. We are seeing Flesh roam down, so towards this Mountain Drake, so there might be a fight coming up here shortly. It looks like everyone's just going to roam back to their respective positions. Theatric's going to take this bot side scuttle. So One Trick Pony is going to have very good vision of this river after this Scuttle Crab will be secured, although Sparkling99 is in the area. Let's see if he tries to go in for a steal. Nope, going to be munched away.
Theatric's coming in with Snowball.
Here comes the engage. Opie gonna throw out a beautiful spell shield there to prevent getting CC'd.
As well as
Pike.
the glacial fissure by the Braum. That ultimate actually, as well as the on the hunt by the Sivir, really saved the bot lane.
Oh, but now we're seeing Ganwian get very low top lane. This could be a kill. StarCraft gonna flash in, and that's gonna be the flash munch. There's also a fight going down bot lane now. Slaga getting very low, gonna get hit with the boomerang blade. As Jirachi gonna be forced to flash out after getting hit by Braum Q. Sparkling99 gonna flash in, gonna go on to Jirachi here, and that's gonna be a kill over. That'll be a third kill for the Jax. This game just 12 minutes in. This Jax really starting to get big. We're really starting to see this bot lane lead start to snowball a little bit. You're seeing about a 16 CS discrepancy. Opie gonna spell shield that once again. Gert gonna flash. Actually block the snowball there from Theatrix. Opie's gonna attempt to block over here from Sparkling99. He's coming in, TP coming in from the side of Paw Patrol as well. Ultimate from Nunu gonna get them very low. Theatrix gonna flash forward and get that kill onto Opie. The Violet Sociocat gonna roam down and get that kill. With that TP now, this should translate into a free dragon now that the jungler is dead on the side of One Trick Ponies.
That was a really good roam and TP. Just such a coordinated play between all 5 members of the team. Very, very different game than game 1. As we see that the ganks aren't as efficient on Nunu as it could be.
So luckily with the TP from StarCraft, Ganwian gonna get some CS and even out that CS discrepancy. Still down a kill and 3 assists to StarCraft, but he's at least gonna get some time to free farm and have that pressure taken off of him in the lane, as he looks like he's gonna take down that second thing of turret plating. Yeah, so that's gonna be a nice 160 gold in his pocket, as this next wave's gonna crash in a little bit. Not quite gonna get to the tower, so StarCraft could decide to freeze this if he wants.
I think what Ganwian needs right now is a little bit of
Here comes a gank in from Theatrix. Snowball gonna come in onto StarCraft. StarCraft is a big boy right now.
There's a TP from the KO.
Gonna come in on the counter gank as well. So we're gonna see Ganwian forced to flash as Violet Sociocat TP's in. He does have Kale ult still. It looks like she's gonna be able to pick up the kill. Stopwatch gonna come out. Theatrix gonna try to roll the snowball, but a good flash there by Violet Sociocat to be able to get out of that. Flesh now roams up. Double bomb. Gonna hit 2 people. Huge double bomb there. So we're gonna see Kale ult come out. Theatrix gonna die. Everyone's dying right now. Big old Clown Fiestas. Flesh picking up a couple. Zillion ult is gonna be popped on himself. The red buff might burn him down. Not quite. It's gonna be a 2 for 2 in the top lane.
And there's apparently a pause right here. Poggers. What? That's a PMA LCS game without a pause, right? Poggers. Can we get a poggers?
And we had one in game 1, so naturally we had to have.
Can we get a poggers in chat with paw? That would be lovely right now.
But we talked about Theatrix being behind early after not being able to secure that blue buff. But even though he's about 20 CS down, he does have 4 kills right now, and that's mainly because of the pressure he's exerting right around the map.
Now I'm looking at the gold differences here. There's actually not much of a gold difference anymore between Ganwian. Actually, no, there's still a 600 gold lead on StarCraft over Ganwian.
And so another big thing though that Jax had that since Jax died top lane, Theatrics got that 600 gold bounty that was on Barklin99, so that'll be huge going forward as well. Slaga going to take a lot of damage from that Braum Q and Sivir Q. Guardian going to be popped. Have a little bit of stream lag. Jirachi taking a lot of damage. Crit going to land. This bot lane tower is getting ready to fall, sitting around 300 health. With this wave, they should be able to take this, and this should be first tower of the game.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So here comes Theatrics rolling in. Gert gonna jump back.
Good glacial fissure by. Good glacial fissure by Gert.
Gert might be able to get a kill on Jirachi as Exhaust gonna come out, but never mind. Slaga gonna use the Pike ult to secure that kill. Theatrics continue on. Meanwhile, we also have another fight top lane. Ganwian getting engaged on once again, and Theatrics gonna ult onto Opie.
And Slaga
is
barely
gonna go down,
survived.
so that'll be 5th kill for the Nunu.
Sorry, I'm loud. That was August. Okay.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So a lot of action going on cross map right now. And it looks like One Trick Pony is gonna be able to take this bot tower in response. Theatrics is still tanking. He might. Never mind. He's able to munch the tower. I forgot that that's a thing that can happen. So able to stay healthy. They're gonna take that bot lane tower in response. Gold still sitting pretty even. The only difference on Paw Patrol being that first tower gold for the most part. You can see 2 members start to roam top lane again. It looks like Ganwian might be engaged on. Nope, never mind. StarCraft just gonna walk away. Barklin99 was roaming up, but it looks like he's excited. I'm just gonna fall back and farm these raptors. Slaga gonna have to dash over the wall. Avoids the Braum Q. Now we see a little bit of lull in the action.
Blue buff going over to that Zillion. Very useful for Zillion actually. Double bombs. Double bombs galore.
Snowball gonna start to roll, but it's actually gonna hit the edge of the wall, so the engage won't quite happen from Theatrics. Looks like they were trying to engage on those 2 members of Paw Patrol in Topside River. Now they're just gonna have 4 people push this wave out. Mid. The mid tower is pretty low. They might be able to just force it down here. Gert gonna jump to Sivir. Not able to land that Q on Theatrics.
Also, me too, man. Red Wolf 89. I also love myself some fun.
Dragon coming up. About 6 seconds here. It's going to be another mountain move. We're going to see a little bit of a fight go on. Jirachi going to get something. He's going to have to flash.
And the glacial fissure just goes wide, but that's okay.
Pressure going to be given over. It means Paw Patrol should be able to take this mountain break. It's their second mountain break of the game. But Theatric's going to walk in. Not going to be able to get it. StarCraft able to munch it down. That's going to be a dead Nunu. StarCraft able to pick up the munch on the dragon and the kill and the shutdown goal. Sparkle99 going to flash into the Maokai.
Ganwian goes into
Ganwian, even though he's healing, he is 0-4. He's going to go down. Jack's picking up another kill. Good chain of events there from Paw Patrol. Able to pick up the dragon and pick up 2 kills.
However, Ganwian did try to
we see Slaga possibly get engaged on here. It's going to be able to dodge the Braum Q.
And the Pike attack.
And they dodge all the CC. It doesn't look like it's going to be able to. And Opie going to get that shut down on the Pike. So that's big for the Sivir, who was sitting at 0-3 before that.
Red team's turret has been
It looks like they're going to be able to take this bot lane tier 2. Paw Patrol doing a great job with their macro. And that's something Ali brings to the table. So historically one of the best shot callers. And Barlow99 might get executed here, but his red buff, nope, never mind, gonna smite it away. Was very low, probably around 20 health. I almost had one for the fails video.
You know,
StarCraft might be out of position here, gonna get rooted up. That is a big Cho'Gath, and he's just gonna simply walk away, kind of laugh at his damage. Ganwian gonna go in. Never mind, StarCraft
Bane
might be dead. Actually,
condemns the Cho'Gath away!
Opie doing a lot of damage with those ricochets.
Oh no! Got condemned away. Cho'Gath could have been dead.
So a mistime condemned by Jirachi. Gonna mean that StarCraft gets away, and no kill's gonna go over there.
And if you watch this VOD later, Gert and Flaga, I will actually no, I can't make pizza. That's one thing that I'm actually very bad at cooking. That's why I buy frozen.
Can't go wrong with a frozen pizza though, let's be honest here. The staple of college students and young adults everywhere. Not sponsored, by the way.
Now the Kale just gets the blue buff. Now she's just gonna shove forever. Although she shoves forever and then goes groups with her team. That's what she does. That's what Violet does your cat playing style. Shove out the lane and then leave.
We're gonna see the Baron area awarded a lot by both teams here, as they're gonna try to play around it. And we're seeing pings from Paw Patrol onto Baron. Not sure if they can force us down there. Only about 2k up, and don't have a lot of vision behind it, as well as a top wave that's pushing into their tier 1. It looks like they're probably just gonna clear out vision. Now we start the famous Baron dance. Tony's gonna clear out the pit. This again. Barkley 99 gonna go on to Slaga here. Now Ganwei gonna engage. Try to get out. Opie going after Slaga. Looks like he's just gonna turn around.
Good positioning
by
Violet Sociocat behind the front line.
StarCraft actually behind their team. See, he can get engaged. Doesn't look like he's gonna be able to really hit anything. Now they're going forward once again. Good double bomb there by Flesh to stop that possible engagement happening. But looks like they're just going to get some free damage here on this mid turret. Probably going to go down here. Another good double bomb landing. Paw Patrol getting a little bit more objective pressure now that tier 1 mid lane tower is down. You can see some vision start to get cleared out. StarCraft might be out of position here. Theatric's rolling the snowball. It looks like he is going to go down. It's like Kale is going to come out, but I don't think that's really going to help. Jirachi going to be able to pick up that kill.
Intervention not going to really do much there. Double pink ward. Sorry, I just had to.
You got to get hyped over double pink ward. Now that StarCraft's down, we're going to see One Trick Ponies start to clear out some vision of their own. Once again, continue to dance around this. And it actually looks like they're going to move down towards the Cloud Drake. This will be the first dragon for them if they're able to pick it up. Looks like most of Paw Patrol is just resetting. So free dragon going over to the side of One Trick Ponies. Looks like the next dragon will be Infernal. Three members are converging on Ganwei in the top lane.
Oh, no. Ganwei doesn't get the blue buff. And Ganwei is dead.
3 people gonna go here. Looks like Barkley 99. No, Violet Sociocat gonna be picking up that kill. Now sitting with a 700 gold bounty at 4-1-2 on this kill. And they're pinging Baron. They're gonna start this up. Now the main engage is basically out on the side of One Trick Ponies. Baron go down really fast. Remember, they do have double Mountain Drakes, so this dies very quickly. That's going to be munched out by StarCraft. So Baron going over to the side. Paw Patrol just 24 minutes into this game. Able to use that pressure effectively. They got that one pick, realizing that we have double Mountain Drakes. We can burn this down very fast, making the call and burning that down. So we should see the gold leads start to jump out a little bit. It's sitting right around 4K right now. Just gonna reset. One thing I will say is that One Trick Pony's vision around the map right now is pretty decent. But now StarCraft's gonna flash forward and engage on a Ganwin. He's gonna get Zillion ulti, but I don't think it's really gonna matter. He should die here pretty quickly. A huge double bomb gonna hit 4 people. Let's see if they're able to do anything with that. Barkle99 gonna jump forward.
Unfortunately, they couldn't.
After
do
Ganwin
much
gonna
of
go
that.
down again. Now sitting at 0-8. Not exactly a fun game for the Maokai.
The Paw Patrol, the dog tried to get revenge from the cat. You see. That's why the Maokai is currently being.
So here comes the turnaround. Theatrics forced to flash out, but Violet Cat gonna flash forward. Are they gonna be able to get this kill
And
onto the
Theatrics.
Nunu? And it looks like they will. Knockup gonna land. Halo's gonna pick up another kill there. Now 5-1-3. They're gonna continue their push with Baron. Now we're gonna see Paw Patrol move into more of a 4-1. You're gonna see Jax pushing, split pushing on that top side with that huge wave going forward, while the 4 other players from Paw Patrol pressure this inhib tower.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Actually, looks like all 5 are gonna rotate top side. We might have to try to disengage. StarCraft pretty far forward, gonna get hit with Maokai ultimate. He's gonna have to flash defensively. Glacial Fish are gonna come out. Health bar is very low on the side of Paw Patrol. This might be a bad fight. Jirachi gonna take down Kale, get that shutdown goal. Opie nearly dead. He's gonna flash forward. That's a triple kill. He's now got a quadra kill. Will he be able to get the penta? Moving forward, he's gonna go forward.
my God,
Coming out.
Poggers!
That's gonna be a penta kill there from the side of Jirachi.
Poggers, dude. Jirachi just got a pentakill. Oh my god.
Excellent team fight. They realized that StarCraft was out of position just a little bit too far forward. So not only did they get the pentakill, but that takes away Baron buff completely from all 5 members. And this game's just been turned on its head.
Oh my god. I think this is their win condition, is to protect that Vayne, who can do that at this point in the game. Just get the freaking pentakill. It starts from 1-1 to like 0-1, I believe. Now it's that pentakill.
Game completely turned on its head. So we had Jirachi sitting at 1-1-2 before that fight, able to get that pentakill. And now Gold Lead basically non-existent now, just a little over 2K.
Can we get a Poggers in chat, please? Poggers. That's incredible.
And we might be seeing another fight come out here soon as both teams hovering around this dragon.
Now they're
Looks
taking
like-
the dragon here. They're setting up for dragon here. Let's see if they can.
So if you notice, Paw Patrol pushed out that mid wave to be able to have that crash in. A little bit of wave pressure going forward, but we're gonna see the Maokai ult gonna come in. Ganwei gonna engage. Jirachi gonna condemn the counter-striking Jack that jumped forward. Now they're gonna be able to probably secure the dragon, and they do. A good hook by Slaga, able to get Barkle99, but Kale ult gonna come out. But Jirachi still has that Guardian Angel. It's gonna be very hard to kill. Now they're gonna seem to go and counter engage. Slaga gonna pick up Barkle99 with the Pike ultimate. Now gonna be chasing down Kale.
Get to that late game.
Legendary.
Hook
Where
not gonna land.
Jirachi
But that
is
is
just-
gonna be a 3-0. Excuse me. Yeah, now 3-0 after that kill onto StarCraft. Now 8-1-3 here on this Vayne. And they are playing to their win condition very well. Now that the Vayne is online and now very fed after that pentakill and basically triple kill. Sitting at a 1,000 gold bounty. And after this back, probably we'll have another full item.
What Paw Patrol needs to do... Yes, the objective...
Slada's taking his turret. Is he going to go down? No, he's not. He's going to get that regen from.
What they need to do
Because
is
Pike.
find a way to that Vayne and lock her down. That's
Now-
basically what Paw Patrol has to do now.
So One Trick Caponi's going to reset, but it looks like Paw Patrol going to go straight on to this Baron. We'll call Zillion out there, but Zillion does have TP. The Flesh could join this fight very fast. They're using that double Mountain Drake pressure. As Theatrix is going to try to run in and just going to die basically instantly. So good call to rush down that Baron, knowing that once again we have double Mountain Drakes, we can do that. And now Silveralt going to come out. They might be able to chase down Jirachi here. Vayne may have got a pentacle early, but let's see if she's 1v5.
Yeah, she's dead. She's dead.
Guardian Angel gonna be popped.
She's dead.
That's gonna be an instant death. Huge shutdown.
That
down
might
there.
actually...
900 gold shutdown.
That might... Oh, huge double bomb. That might actually... depending on how it goes.
Well, we don't have a lot of damage outside of the Vayne. Since the Vayne is down and there's only 3 members up, this could very well easily be game if Paw Patrol decides to push in. But it looks like they're not going to be greedy now that Theatrix is back up and they're just going to back out. So able to get that top inhib after getting that pick on Jirachi. And more importantly, they also got that Guardian Angel out, which is huge.
Oh.
But now they're all sitting on a ward as Flesh gonna miss that double bomb onto Violet Sociocat. Theatrix gonna try to engage in. Gert gonna jump forward.
With the
Looks like they're gonna be able to disengage safely. Now both teams look to reset. So there will be one more Drake on the board, and it is actually another Mountain Drake. So there is a possibility that Paw Patrol could set up and get this triple Mountain, which would put a huge amount of pressure on basically any objective left standing on the map.
This is really a nail-biting game. I think what OTP needs to do is protect that Vayne. She is the win condition at this point.
And another player to watch out for is actually Flesh, sitting at 0-11 here on the Cillian, having that 50 gold bounty. As we're starting to see Paw Patrol push up this bot side.
Wesh is able to protect the Vayne with his Zillion ultimate.
And they made this call because they realized Vayne was not with the team, so they could get away with a 4-1 right there. Now they're going to try to collapse here on Anwian, but Jirachi is free hitting. This is not going to looking good for the side of Paulus. We're going to have this Nunu ult going to come out here. Anwian's still not going to die. Shutdown going to go on to Vayne, so just more gold going on to that hyper carry. The Dem not going to land on Gert. The StarCraft getting snowballed right now by the Nunu.
That double bomb!
That double bomb.
That was actually...
StarCraft is still alive because Cho'Gath is a tanky boy. And Jirachi going to come in and pick up that free last hit. Now sitting at 10-2-3 on this Vayne. Jirachi is monstrous.
Ganwian's now taking the control the waves duty, the wave clear duty.
And now we're going to see Theatrix and Jirachi move towards that Mountain Drake. So winning that fight, they are going to be able to deny a third Mountain Drake on the side of Paw Patrol. Pick up
And
Scuttle
Kale
as
just gets
well.
caught out by
Behind.
Theatric Jirachi.
Gert gonna come in on the engage, but Jirachi doing a lot of damage. Exhaust gonna go down. Barklin 9-9 gonna jump and use the counter strike. Gonna red smack Jirachi down. With a Zillion ulti, able to keep Jirachi alive, able to get that last hit as well onto the Jack. And now it's gonna be One Trick Pony's turn to turn this fight around. Gert gonna get stunned up by the double bomb and Pike. Flesh gonna pick up his first kill of the game. Now sitting at 1-0 and 14. A great turnaround there from the side of One Trick Ponies.
Swimming cities calling.
Looks like One Trick Pony is going to be pushing into this bot side now, since they have another 10 seconds on Jax and 23 seconds left on Kale. Those 10 seconds on the Braum. So that 3-for-0, huge going forward. They did pop the Guardian Angel once again on Vayne, but that Zillion ultimate coming in absolutely clutch in that last fight.
Guardian Angel is about to pop back up for Sivert, I think. Or did she just yeah, it's up now.
Oh, that's right. It was down that last fight.
Red team's inhibitors respawning soon.
But yeah, she basically has 2 Guardian Angels since because of Zillion ultimate. But it looks like they're pinging onto the Baron once again. It's up in about 20 seconds, but it looks like One Trick Pony is going to be a little bit more prepared this time, knowing that they still have a double Mountain Drake and can take this very fast. Forward gonna go down in the pit. Flare up any vision.
Now we're prepared for this fight. We can definitely see the fight coming on pretty soon. They find
That's
Gert.
just gonna run straight into Gert. Are they gonna engage on the start? They're gonna knock out 2. Quick go back to
Theatrics going in for
himself,
the
basically.
giant ultimate.
Using that huge ultimate and that Gargoyle Stone Plate. Guardian Angel gonna be popped on the side of Slayer. Violet Pussycat gonna have to ult herself. Health bar is getting very low, but StarCraft gonna be able to take down Theatrics. Another double bomb gonna land from the side of Thresh. He's gonna be able to take out Gert. Slayer gonna pick up a double kill. Jirachi able to pop the Guardian Angel onto the Sivir. Probably gonna be another kill here. The ace coming out on the side of One Trick Ponies. And that should be game.
They should rotate towards the Baron right now. Oh no, they can get the.
But this should be game. I mean, death timers are pretty low, but they don't really have a minion wave.
They don't have a minion wave, so they cannot end that now. But they can get a Baron off of them.
It looks like that is what they're going to do. They are going to back up, head straight towards that Baron. They have plenty of damage to be able to take it, since they do have this Vayne with the Ginsus.
They need to clear out that pink ward. Somebody, please.
Slaga is tanking right now. He can't tank it for very long. So he's gonna back up. Here comes Ganwei, and he's the one that they need tanking that boy. So Baron gonna go down for the side of One Trick Ponies after beautifully playing that team fight. Slaga getting in and getting 3 kills in that fight. And once again, good positioning by Flesh. Has he died this series yet?
Nope, he has not.
So he was deathless game 1 on the Aurelian Soul. Now sitting at 2-0 and 18 on the Zillion. Quite the back and forth battle here. Elder Drake, the next objective up on the map. Looks like One Trick Pony is going to have everything set up to take it. If they can get this Baron and this Elder Dragon buff, that will be huge for them going forward. They'll probably be able to just
after
push down
taking that blast zone away, that's actually huge, because that now they can actually center around that Elder Drake.
Here we go.
StarCraft does have flash available.
say.
With a
Elder
flash
Drake
punch.
gonna be started up. Huge double bomb gonna hit 3 people on the side of Flesh. Elder Drake getting very low. Theatric's gonna get it with a smite. Glacial Fisher gonna come out. Sparkle 99 on the backline. Jirachi gonna have to flash away, but still has Guardian Angel doing a lot of damage. Sliga picking up a couple kills. Jirachi picking up another kill as well. So that's 2
That is
from the
game.
Vayne, and this should be game.
This is game.
Flesh gonna TP in forward. Starcraft putting in chat that preseason doesn't count for his Cho record. Pretty sure that he's undefeated all time on Cho'Gath, other than this game. Rich gonna
That
play
is a
some
GG.
skill, as he should. 14, 2, and 10 on this Vayne, as One Trick Pony's gonna take the win in game 2 and take the 2-0 series win.
That was a huge comeback by OTP. Oh my gosh. Can we get a poggers in chat, please? Poggers. Twinies? Twick Twinies. Oh, I'm sorry. So let's get some let's get a poll thing going. Okay. I'll make a straw poll. Hold on. Game 2 MVP. Yeah.
Hoagie, I got the straw poll already.
Oh, you already got the straw poll? Never mind.
Yeah, it's in Twitch chat. I'm hopping back down.
Bye. So, who do you want to give the MVP to this game?
I mean, part of me wants to say ADCs can't win MVP because Flesh played extremely well in those 2 games, but you have to give it to Jirachi. 14, 2, and 10 on the Vayne, getting that pentakill. Even if everything's set up, the fact that they got a pentakill alone is usually enough to win you player of the game. So even though ADCs can't usually win MVP, I think we have to give it to Jirachi this time.
Yeah, you're right. Although I do have to give a huge honorable mention to Flesh for that deathless game, as well as peeling for that Vayne, getting the double bombs, clutch double bombs, as well as the revives for that Vayne, so that she can just pop off. So huge shout out to Flesh right here. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna give it to Jirachi as well for that pentakill.
I mean, if we were talking series MVP, I would give it to Flesh, because like not dying in 2 games on 2 different champions is a pretty impressive feat. And those double bombs in that second game were like incredible. There were multiple times where he was getting 3, 4, sometimes I think he got 5 people one time during that game. So I've seen zillions go entire games without landing like 1 double bomb on 1 person, let alone landing multiple times where you're hitting 2, 3 people. So
Absolutely.
fantastic games from him.
So let's look at the damage chart for a second. The Vayne with the 33k damage, actually out damaged by Zillion.
Well, Zillion's MVP now. Change and vote. More damage. GG too easy. ADCs can't win MVP.
So let's just change this for a second, because I am boosted, so I realize that I don't have anything up right now. I'm gonna get rid of the overlay. Wonderful. So yeah, back to looking at that damage chart. That fresh damage by Zillion. So much damage coming in. And then, let's see, vision score. I always like seeing vision score. Actually, pretty good vision score all around, actually. Although that extremely high vision score by the Pike, good for him. So yeah, finish your votes now. I am going to take a look at the votes, like right now, so that we can determine the MVPs already and we can get this interview done with. Let's see. Right now, it is 3 votes for Flesh and 3 votes for Jirachi. Continue to vote now, please.
Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with giving either one of them MVP. Both of them played incredibly in that last.
Come on, people, vote. I know there's more people than
As Rich spams in chat, swear to God, please, I got a penta. Listen, I feel for you. I played AD carry last, but I know how it feels to not win the MVP.
The only time I got MVP as an AD carry was when I wasn't actually playing as an AD carry. I was just cross sniping as an Ashe. That's just a CC bot.
Man, there's nothing. Listen, if you're hitting Ashe arrows, that's a different story. I've seen Ashes not hit Ashe arrows for like 3 games in a row, so it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let's see, do we have an MVP yet?
We currently do not, because we just need that last vote. I guess Fwesh wins the vote right now. We're gonna close the poll in like 2 minutes, or in a minute. But it looks like Fwesh is actually taking the MVP at game 2. We'll see.
Ooh, you hate to see that. Gets pentakill, doesn't get MVP.
That's a feels bad, man.
Feels 80 carry, man.
You know what, Rick?
You
know what, Jirachi? I voted for you. And you know what? I'll give you this too, just for consolation prize.
Listen, what you need to do is you need to get double pentakills. All right. Assert yourself being the true Vayne player. You must Gosu 1v9, double pentakill.
I mean, I did give it to... You know what, Jirachi? If I know my vote doesn't count as much. I know, I'm sorry. It doesn't mean much, but I voted for you, okay? I'm giving you a huge shout out right here.
I also the 80 carry, but that's because I'm also an 80 carry player. I'm a greedy 80 carry player. Feels bad, man.
Feels bad. Anyways, I'm gonna check the straw poll once more, just to make sure there's no other significant changes. And Fwesh has taken MVP game 2. Congratulations, Fwesh. I'm sorry, Jirachi. I'm sorry. Feels ADC.
Feels real AD, man.
Gets a pentakill and still can't get MVPs. Can we get ADC in chat, please? Game 1 ADC went to Theatrics, so I will send an invitation to... Let's go to the player of the game. Chat. As we invite several people to the player of the game. As we invite several people to the
As we're joined here by Game 2 MVP and Theatrics, Game 1 MVP. Good 2-0 series win by you guys. I actually had questions written up for the Vayne because like Vayne pick, but I guess we'll start with Theatrics. So you locked in a Pantheon for Game 1. I was definitely not expecting. I was scouting out some OP.GG and stuff before the game. Didn't really see anything with Pantheon, so like as Rich yells a lot.
Feels bad, man. I'm sorry, Jirachi. I'm sorry. I voted for you.
I heard something about the Vayne question. Just give me one. Nah, I'm out.
How did you feel about the pentakill? I did want to do it, so you know what? How did you feel after the pentakill?
Well, he's already gone.
They're already gone. Remember,
they're already
pronouns
gone.
count. Pronouns matter.
Jabberman, to answer your question, I just sent you a link to an account of mine. Don't share it with anybody, but I just sent it to you to answer your question.
Fair enough. This makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, I think the Pantheon's really strong. I think that in general right now this meta is dominated by champions that are able to impact the map as quickly as possible. And if you're comfortable with the gank route and you're able to track the enemy jungler, then that's probably the most effective way to play, especially when you can communicate with a team that is so good at responding like this team is. It's very, very cool to be able to like make kind of a risky invade or do something across enemy lines and know that like your top laner and your mid laner or your bot lane and your mid laner are going to respond to it quickly. So that gave me a lot of leeway to play well around the map.
I think
Actually-
it synergized really well with the Aurelian Soul pick that came in from Fwesh. I was surprised they didn't ban that out because like also was looking at your OP.GG and you spamming the absolute hell out of that champion. So
Yeah, he's super fun, and he gives me a nice kind of. Most of the champions I play are more scaling control mage types who are pretty passive when it comes to like roaming and stuff. But I'm really enjoying experimenting with a champion where it's like just get all over the map as much as possible.
So,
then
sorry.
wait, go ahead, Obi.
So what I've noticed actually, Fwesh, you led me back into actually. It kind of sounds a little bit off the rails a little bit, but how did the comms look like, especially towards the second game when y'all are super behind for quite a bit? How did the comms look like? Like what did you guys do in order to get yourself back in control, back to where you need to be?
Yeah, I mean, I think we knew that we had pretty clear win conditions, and we, while like they were hard camping top side, and we, which is super unfortunate, but we were getting some small advantages elsewhere, and I was able to take like 3 or 4 plates, and some good things were happening bot lane. So for me, it's mostly just keeping in mind like how are we game, like what are our win conditions, and we knew that we had a comp that was like, okay, let Vayne get 2 or 3 items, and then Zilean can press R on Vayne, and we've got a really strong front line. And Maokai can go 0-8. It really doesn't matter because Maokai is still going to be extremely useful later on. So, early game wasn't great, but we knew that like as the game went on, we would definitely have our opportunities.
Absolutely, that was a great play. A huge shout out to Fwesh. That MVP was well deserved. That Zilean peeling for the Vayne, whether it's the pressing R on Vayne or the clutch double bombs that you got on multiple people. I think that was just freaking incredible. I was in awe.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a team win because like Vayne was tilt proof, and like Gonween was getting like hard camp top lane, but he was tilt proof and he had some insane engages, and Theatrix had some really really good engages too. So it was fun that our team like started really clicking in that late game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you guys were clicking very well towards the end. So congratulations on the 2-0. Even though it's preseason, still 2-0 feels good nonetheless. And feels ADC, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, shout out to my support, Vayne. Thank you, Vayne, for supporting me.
Hey, for real though, shout out to Rich because Rich played Vayne and Rich doesn't really play Vayne, but
he was awesome.
They are awesome. Hello. Pronouns matter. Hello.
They are awesome.
Great.
We were thinking that it would be a good pick, and Rich is a real trooper when it comes to just like making the team comp work. So real shout out and congrats on the first LCS Penta, even if it is preseason.
Hell yeah.
Pentakill's a pentakill.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's all the questions I got.
Any questions from the chat, please?
Hey man, I just moved into a new apartment. I'm not doing the fucking pentakill money thing this season.
Yeah. See, that's just asking to get broke, That's just asking for it. But you know what, Flaga, you played out of your mind too. Love you, Grant. Love you, Alistar Moody.
Use him. I think we could use Maokai in reference. Okay, I feel like that's fair. That's fair. I think it can be done. Honestly, like if you're playing Maokai and you're not playing Maokai, are you really playing Maokai? That's the hard-hitting question.
And Maokai, I think Maokai was attacking the patrol, the dog puppies with the cat, because Maokai is a cat, does not like the paw patrol because they're dogs. Dogs and cats are infinite rivals. I mean, sorry, what?
Sorry, really quick. Shout out to Ali. I know that Ali's team is going to click really hard once the split actually commences. Ali's always crazy competitors. So I'm very excited to play against them again mid-split once everybody is fully up to speed and gelling. They played a really great game, both of them. Both games were very good. So no shade on them at all. They played really well.
So thanks for watching, everybody. This is a blast. This is Heroes, Super Hoagie, or Wheels on the Bus, whichever one you want to use. Kachita. And joining with me is
Alex, Jabberman, Kurtz. And we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.